Welcome now Dawn Ailes, Executive Director of the Delta Arts Alliance. Dawn, thanks for coming on. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
So it's a lot of stuff going on here in the city of Cleveland with
Yes.
50 Nights of Lights. We have enjoyed talking to folks about the Grammy Museum, of course, and the Railroad Museum. The exhibitors, curators there. That's really pretty cool.
I know it's a lot going on around town, and this is probably the busiest month I think we have in Cleveland with
bet
the
it
50
is.
nights and
Yeah.
everything else going. So we're going to have a Christmas play this year. That's going to be new.
Okay.
Yeah.
So tell us about that.
Well, it's not a well-known play. It's just a cute little play. It's called A Little Christmas Spirit,
Okay.
and it's about a kind of a embittered, widowed grandfather who's kind of lost his spirit of Christmas, but he's out looking for that toy of the year for his grandson. Walks into a store and is magically transformed to his younger self and kind of remembers what Christmas is all about.
Wow.
And everybody is involved is from our community. We've got everybody from 12-year-olds to 65 plus. So it's a fun little group, and they're doing a great job. And we're gonna run it the first 3 Saturdays of December, the 7th, 14th, and 21st at 3 p.m. And the reason why it's at 3 p.m. and not in the evenings is we really wanted to showcase the 50 Nights of Lights.
Okay.
A lot of people come in on Saturdays just for everything that we have going on. Usually the Railroad Museum has children activities. Of course, the Grammy Museum has their Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
We have the Bethlehem exhibit. Have you heard about that at the BPAC?
Have not.
Oh, it's a 300-year-old hand wood nativity scene, 16 feet tall. It's at the BPAC. So we've got that this year. It hasn't been out since before COVID. All these things to do. Well, busloads will come in on a Saturday. Families come in on a Saturday. You come in, you have lunch, you go to the Grammy Museum, you do the shopping and all our little things. But the lights, although they're on, you don't really enjoy them until about 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
Well, after you do the Railroad Museum, after you do the Grammy, about 2:30, 3 o'clock, you kind of sit around, look at each other. What else is there to do? Walk over to the historic Ellis Theater at the DAA and come see this cute little play that's good for everybody in the family. It's completely clean. Kind of think of it as a Hallmark movie on stage. The tickets are going to be $10 for adults, $5 for seniors, students, and children. If you happen to have someone under 3, they're free. We're going to have hot cocoa, homemade cookies, and then when the show's over, the lights are on.
Sounds like fun. So where does the talent come from exactly?
Here in Cleveland.
It's all local talent.
Yes, all local. We have about half the cast has done community theater before, and then half of them are brand new to the stage.
Okay.
Our director, Allie Rowe, she has done several productions for Delta Arts Alliance. She did Heathers, and she worked with Macbeth. She does a variety of others, and she's wonderful. She's brought this wonderful spirit and is fun and is really great to work with.
Yeah.
My daughter is in it.
Okay.
She's got one of the leads.
Cool.
And that just is because her talent, not because her mom. So it's obviously I'm very, since my daughter's in it, it's very near and dear to me.
So are you producing year-round?
We are hoping to.
Okay.
Now, I just started in May. Prior to this, the goal was to have a full-on theater production about 4 times a year. With COVID, and then they renovated the upstairs of the Delta Arts Alliance, all of that put on hold. So, yes, we are going to work towards having we will have one in the summer, and then each year add one until we're about 4 a year, because that's about how much you can run between everything.
That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just what strikes me is you got a relatively small town, but you've got all these artistic sort of assets, right? With the Grammy Museum, the Arts Alliance, of course you got the Railroad Museum as well, and of course the university and the 50 Nights of Lights. I mean, a lot of mixture of cultural events and just attractions.
Yeah, and that's actually the whole purpose of Delta Arts Alliance, is to be a bridge of those arts for everybody in our culture.
Okay.
So we have the youth and the adult classes that we offer. We have, of course, the theater program. So there's a variety of things that we do. We go out, we put teachers in schools, art teachers in schools, and we pay for it. So it's not on the school's dime. So a lot of things that we've been doing to promote the arts. But yes, the Delta is historically one of the most artistic communities you have in Mississippi, and we really want to work with that and hope that the youth of today learns that history And then the artists that we have are able to thrive in this community because we don't want them to go away.
Are you finding that the young folks have an interest in the arts like
Yes. Oh, we have so many young talented. I mean, you should see, especially the high schoolers that take our art classes. It is amazing what they do.
Huh.
Mm-hmm.
That's great that I guess just continues on and it's sort of handed down, because I think there was a time when maybe we got away for that, and then of course we all are inundated with these digital machines that kind of seems to be a little bit antithetical to more traditional human arts.
I do think the one thing with COVID, though, did bring the arts back, because a lot of people were stuck at home and they were looking for hobbies.
Yeah.
They were looking for things to do, so they picked up drawing again. They picked up painting again.
And thought about that.
So, we did see kind of a resurgence of that.
Okay. Yeah, didn't have all the other distractions, I guess.
Exactly.
'Cause
You're stuck at home.
You're
What else
stuck
do you
at
do?
home. Yeah. Hadn't thought about that. So, do you have kind of an idea of what you might be producing next year?
Well, for the summer, we're going to go for a youth.
Okay.
Hopefully a musical. We did not want to do a youth production for Christmas just because everybody's in school.
Yeah.
Everybody's doing sports. It's rather hard to do that, especially when you have your rehearsals in the evenings. Summertime, so the goal is to have it in July, so that you have all of June to really do most of your rehearsals. But we don't have a title yet. We don't know what we're doing, but we're going to do something.
With respect to the talent, which you told us earlier is local talent, do you have a want and a need for it, or do you have more people than you have a place for?
Oh, no. We need a want. We have a want and a need. And I don't want anybody to feel that, oh, I've never done this before, I can't do it. No, we take any level of experience. That's what community theater is.
Sure.
Also, we're within driving distance of Clarksdale and Greenwood and Greenville, which, of course, both Greenwood and Greenville have a thriving community theater, and we want to partner with them and work with them. But, yeah, if you can get in a car and drive to us, we want to expand. We all want to work together.
So how can folks find out about possible opportunities?
www.deltaartsalliance.org.
That's simple.
Everything is on our website.
Okay. Yeah.
Including the tickets to the play.
Okay. As it should be. So give us the schedule again of the play.
It is the first 3 Saturdays of December, the 7th, 14th, and 21st at 3 o'clock.
That's coming up.
I know.
Sooner than we think.
That's right. We're decorating the stage starting today.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. So what about that talent? You got to have folks that are involved in the production other than just the acting talent.
Exactly.
As well, right?
We're always looking for volunteers. Maybe you don't want to be on the stage, but you want to be involved in some way. I could find a job for someone to do. I just need some willing hands, and we can put you somewhere.
How does the 50 Nights of Lights kind of integrate into what you guys are doing?
Just we moved here 4 years ago, and we didn't know anyone, and it was in the middle of COVID. And when the 50 Nights came on, I mean, I would get my car every night and just drive around, and that was my first sense of community here in Cleveland. It was like, oh, wow, this is really something. This is really magical, because when you're stuck in the house and you don't know anyone and you're 2.5 hours away from your family and friends, you really do feel isolated. So that's why we chose the 3 o'clock to capitalize upon the 50 Nights of Light. So it's just really more of a, let's take what we're already doing as a holiday tradition in Cleveland, and it's just build on that, so that maybe this will be a holiday destination in a few years, where you can just spend your entire weekend here.
Yeah, it's just incredible, and I know it's a big deal, and we talked to the mayor earlier, of course, and other individuals involved with all the various organizations that helped to put this thing on, but the whole community really does embrace this.
They really do. Between them. The storefronts, decorating and everybody, and it is an amazing thing.
It's such an economic shot in the arm as well, big time.
That's true.
Say this is always their biggest month, and it got bigger once the 50 Nights of Lights became a thing.
Mm-hmm. Well, we didn't know about it when we moved here, even though it had already been around for a few years.
Yeah.
And so, I called up my friends in DeSoto County, hey, guys, y'all need to make a day trip. Y'all come down here. And they have. We've had friends come down to see us on a weekend, and we've got friends coming to see the play and do this too again this year.
Well, there are plenty of great attractions in the Delta. There's no doubt about that, and particularly around Cleveland. But this time of year, this event, 50 Nights of Lights, is truly special.
It really is.
Yeah. Well, we appreciate you coming on.
All right, well, thank you for
Dawn,
having me.
And congratulations on all the success with the Delta Arts Alliance and the theater. Sounds like you're going to have a great production and
Well, I
many
hope
more
so.
to come.
All right. Well, appreciate it.
Thanks a lot.
All
Folks, we're stepping aside for a break. Again, we're in Cleveland, Mississippi for 50 Nights of Lights. It's Tricia Walker, retired director of the Delta Music Institute at Delta State University, coming up next.